It is no secret that it takes a village to get all of our broadcasts on the air every day, from photographers, editors, producers, reporters, and many more, all working on and off screen to put each newscast together. And one of News 19's very own producers now finds himself on the other side of the camera for a few moments. Alexa, I know you sat down with one of our producers, Ruben Rodriguez, a little bit earlier today.
I did, and it was a little bit of a change of scenery for Ruben, not just producing, but being the subject of an interview for once. But, you know, between working on his newscast and getting to talk to me about his experience going through the process of becoming a U.S. citizen. And he's actually sitting in the booth right now producing this broadcast. And we're a diverse group of people here at News 19. Ruben, who was born in Mexico, was able to finish the process of becoming a U.S. citizen in just about 6 months. And he shares the steps that he went through to become an American.
The main purpose as to why I and my mother came to the United States was basically for a better future.
In 2009, Ruben Rodriguez and his mother traveled from Mexico to Houston. His father met them both in the Lone Star State, and they headed to Huntsville, where Ruben grew up and eventually graduated from UAH. Now at 23 years old, he is officially a U.S. citizen. I
had to start with the USCIS websites, and they have all the information about how to apply and everything, and you first do an application online. The website gave me an estimated wait time for a decision, and I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that decision refers to whether my application is accepted and if I can move forward in the process.
He was given an estimated time frame of around 18 months before the next step in his naturalization process. But it didn't quite take that long. A few months later, he was moving forward. Now I can move on to getting my biometrics done. From there, I got another letter in the mail, maybe another month or two later, saying that I had an interview and a test that I had to take. And I had to study, I think I had about maybe a month to study for that. So it was just really making sure I knew all the questions, making sure I knew all the answers. After the test, if you pass it, then you continue with the interview. The officer who administers the interview asks you a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what you've done in the country. That officer told Rodriguez that the odds of having a naturalization ceremony in 2023 were not high, and he would probably have to wait until the new year. But in December of 2023, Rodriguez headed to the Hugo Black Courthouse in Birmingham to officially become a U.S. citizen. I've never been in a courtroom at all, but I hear about it all the time. During the ceremony, actually, they had me and everyone else who was going to become a U.S. citizen just stand up, say our name and where we were from. I think that was a really cool part of that as well, because I got to see just how many people are becoming U.S. citizens, and I believe that the Montgomery officer said that there were about 16 different countries represented in that pool of people who are becoming U.S. citizens. And Ruben also says that he's proud of where he came from and his heritage, but Alabama and the U.S. have been his home since he was a really young boy at about 8 years old, and he's thankful to now officially be an American citizen. And we're glad that he is a member of the News 19 team as well. Absolutely. Congratulations, Ruben.